Let's take a moment to really sink into this idea. It's interesting, isn't it? The idea that being wrong is actually a gateway to growth. Have you ever noticed how, in those moments when you realise you've been wrong, it's not a sign of failure, no. It's actually a sign of progress. It's like a light turning on, showing you the path forward, not backward. And here's the thing, it's okay to be wrong. It's actually necessary to be wrong. Because each time you realise you were wrong, you step closer to who you're truly becoming. When you reflect on those moments, how does it feel to realise there's no need for guilt, shame or regret? Imagine just for a second those mistakes, not as something to regret, but as valuable lessons that were essential for you to grow. Every choice you made, every misstep, was necessary to get you to the next level of your understanding. When you think about it, what if those experiences helped shape your growth? What if in a way they were the building blocks of the person you're becoming? And in this very moment, you can allow yourself to see it's wonderful to be wrong. The more mistakes you make, the more you grow. Like a child learning to walk. The more you stumble, the more your body learns to balance, to adapt, to move forward. And just like that, your mind learns new patterns, new skills, new ways of thinking. So isn't it amazing how mistakes, they actually create space for your mind to adapt, grow and learn? Now let's turn towards something really important. Releasing those beliefs and rules that have been weighing you down. Imagine just for a moment all those beliefs, those rules that say, I have to be this way, or I can't do that. What if they're no longer needed? What if you could release them one by one, like letting go of a heavy burden that no longer serves you? The key is recognizing that these rules, these beliefs, were once protection mechanisms. They kept you safe in certain situations, didn't they? But as you look at them now, don't you realise they may have started to restrict you? What if in releasing them, you create space for a new way of thinking, one that's free of limitations? Can you feel that shift right now? As you release those limiting beliefs, notice how the energy changes, how you open up to new options, new choices, new possibilities. And like that, by letting go, you've expanded your potential. You're no longer controlled by old beliefs. You're now in a position to embrace your own power and freedom. Isn't that a shift worth making? Think about this. What if you didn't have to control everything? Imagine how much energy you could free up. How much more space you could create for yourself. For your thoughts. For your creativity. If you didn't feel the need to control every little thing around you. What would happen if, instead of suppressing your emotions or trying to man up, you allowed yourself to feel them fully? It's fascinating, isn't it, to realise the more you suppress, the more you disconnect. It's like a wall going up between you and the world, between you and your own self. But here's the beautiful thing. You have the power to take that wall down, brick by brick. What if, by allowing yourself to feel and express those emotions without fear of judgment, you actually unlock a new level of connection, both with others and yourself? Just think for a moment how much freedom you could experience by releasing the need to control and suppress your feelings. Could you imagine, for example, how different your world would look if you could allow yourself to express your truth, even if it was uncomfortable? And what if, by doing that, you allowed yourself to grow, to evolve, to become more authentic? Doesn't it make sense that by feeling your emotions, rather than avoiding them, you'd unlock a whole new level of understanding and strength? Let's shift the focus for a moment, shall we? There's something deeply powerful about your influence, the way you impact the world around you. Imagine your ability to influence others is directly tied to how strongly you maintain your version of reality. When you're grounded, when you're centered in your beliefs and your truth, the world around you begins to change. It's as if your reality starts to project outward, and others start to feel it. What if, instead of being swayed by the opinions of others, you stayed anchored in your own perspective? By doing this, you become powerful, not because you try to control others, but because you're unshakable in your own self-belief. Can you see how your confidence, your ability to remain true to your reality, would make others begin to shift, even without saying a word? It's almost like this energy becomes infectious. The more you believe in yourself, the more you begin to influence others, changing their perspectives, gently guiding them to see the world through your eyes. Isn't that an incredible idea? To own your version of reality so fully, it begins to ripple out, touching others and making them think about things differently. Now let's look at something powerful, slowing down. You probably noticed how, when you rush, when you try to think faster, it's like your mind starts to race, and everything becomes harder. But what if you could break free from that? What if, instead of racing to think faster, you gave yourself permission to slow down? Can you imagine how much more powerful and clear you'd feel if you could just take a breath, slow down, and let the answers come to you? Slowing down gives your brain room to process, to integrate, to come up with more creative ideas. In fact, the more you allow yourself to breathe deeply, to think more slowly, to move efficiently, your brain can operate. It's almost like your mind is a powerful engine. When you stop forcing it to run faster, it can actually run more smoothly. Think about it. When you allow yourself to slow down, you become more present, more aware of the world around you. And you can tap into your own creativity. Isn't it fascinating that slowing down, something that seems counterintuitive, could actually make you more effective, more productive, more intelligent? And just like that, you start to realize by slowing down, by breathing, by letting go of the need to control everything, you can open up new doors to creativity, new ideas, and more connection with others. So what does it mean for you to release these beliefs, to embrace your mistakes, to slow down, and stay grounded in your truth? How does it feel to let go of the need for approval, and to step into your own power, to let your authenticity shine? Can you see how each small shift can lead to something bigger? How over time your life starts to flow in a completely different direction. One that's free of limiting beliefs, full of growth and potential. What will happen when you allow yourself to embrace your mistakes, to accept who you are right now, and stop needing anyone else's approval? What do you think it'll feel like when you finally realize you're enough, just as you are?